Welcome back, guys. Yes, Nick's Veggie Patch has returned. I haven't been here for a while, or I haven't done a video for a while. I've had a lot going on, so I've not really had the opportunity to do a video, which I'm a bit disappointed with, because as you know, I always like to give you guys an update of what's going on Nick's Veggie Patch. But as I've said, I've been really busy over the last few months, not had a chance to do a video. But today I'm doing a very short video, only going to be a quick one, about what's been happening on my plot, what I'm doing with my plot, and what I've harvested. So there has been a lot been going on, but I'm going to update you guys in a little while. As I've said, it's only going to be a short video today, but you're going to get another episode of Nick's Veggie Patch. So, as I said, guys, lots been happening on my plot at the moment. I've harvested quite a few vegetables, like potatoes, my garlic, which was my soft neck garlic. I only got the one lot of soft neck garlic this year because the other lot, for some reason, rotted off. I don't know why, but what I did harvest of the soft neck garlic was okay. Wasn't great, but I got a harvest out of it. So this year I am definitely intending to make sure I get the hard neck garlic in again on time. Obviously didn't get time to do the hard neck last year, but this year I am going to make sure my hard neck garlic goes in. I'm also going to make sure I get in my autumn broad beans and peas ready for a harvest for next year, because although I've done broad beans and peas this year, they haven't been an autumn crop. Okay, they were a little bit later than normal, and I have been getting a nice summer crop. So at home, where I planted some broad beans in the garden and some peas, I'm getting a nice harvest of peas and broad beans. Up my allotment here, where I've planted some broad beans, I'm getting a nice harvest of those as well. Also up here, I've got sweet corn that I'm waiting to be ready. I did grow some climbing beans, but they haven't come to much because I've got a problem with bindweed like everybody else seems to have. So I am in the process of sorting out that, and there's various other aspects of my plot that I'm also trying to sort out. Had some good potatoes this year, not as many as previous years, but it was enough to keep me and the missus going, and we're still using them at home. So I was happy, but not as happy as normal. I've got things like leeks in, celery in. I've got two different types of kale in. So I've got my favourite Cavallero kale, and I've got kale di Toscana also in. I've also planted some more in today because I was given a load, which has come in very handy. So I've made a raised bed up ready for that lot to go in. They've gone in, watered. Hopefully I will get stuff from that. I've got Brussels sprouts in. Hopefully I'll get a nice crop of Brussels sprouts again this year. Cabbages, hopefully I'll get some real nice cabbages in. But I'm going to give you a little overview of the plot on what's been going on and what I'm currently doing at the moment. So what I'll do, guys, I'll come back to you in a minute once I've set my camera up and show you what's going to be happening on the rest of the plot. Right, guys, as you can see, I've got my camera pointed at the troublesome area of my plots that I really need to get into. As I say, on some of the raised beds I've let the weeds go really high. So at the moment I'm trying to focus on this end of the plot. So where you can see my finger pointing, so around the area and around here as well. But what my intention is for this area, I've seen it on a video from Charles Dowding. As you know, I follow Charles Dowding and a few other YouTubers like Hugh Richards. And what's happened with what you can see in the front there is the membrane that I had down there protecting that pathway pretty much disintegrated. So my plan is basically to get all that grass up pretty much along with the membrane, remove all that bark that there is there. Then I'm going to lay fresh membrane down and bark. So as you can see there, I've got that area there that needs doing, and I've also got along that sort of pathway in between those two beds there and there that need doing. So as I said, my intention is to clear all that, put new membrane down, put new bark down. I have got plenty of fresh bark just there. So as I said, my intention there is to clear that, put fresh membrane down, fresh bark, but also at the same time when I'm doing that, clearing the raised beds because they are really bad. And then I'm going to be closing those up. I did try to do one raised bed and close it up, but it hasn't kind of worked. But so yeah, over the next few days, next couple of weeks, going to be sorting this entire area out. As I say, new membrane, new bark, clear the raised beds, also clear the raised beds in there, close the area down, and then hopefully it will be a case of coming and then basically sorting this area out here as well. This area here isn't too bad, but it will need to be sorted. Today I went over this with my strimmer, so this isn't looking as bad as what it looked like this morning. But as I say, I've been really busy, and as you know, I have my role as the warden to do as well. So I'm trying to do my role as the warden, do my plot, also do my full-time job. I shouldn't be moaning, but hey, it is what it is. But as I say, there's lots to do. I will give you a plot tour at the end of it and show you what it will look like. But yeah, there we go, guys. Welcome back, guys. I'm doing some seed testing this evening at home in my greenhouse, and I'm trying out a new product that I've purchased. Now, I've seen a few YouTube videos lately where people are testing out new products to try instead of using things like compost or soil. So I saw a YouTube video the other day, and the guy was using a product called rock wool. So this is it. It's very squashy, so like spongy sort of texture, breaks. I'll just show you. Breaks off very easily, and if you can make it out, in there's a tiny little hole that's already been made for you. Now, what you can do with these, you can soak the thing or soak the entire rock wool in water for 60 seconds, take it out, leave it to drain for a couple of minutes because you don't want it too damp. Put it into a probagater tray, then put your seed inside. Then what you do is you press the seed, the little seedling, or the seed, sorry, up against the wall of the rock wall, and then start it off on a heat mat for a few days, but also making sure that your rock wool after a few days is still kind of moist, damp. You don't want it so the seeds are basically going to go mouldy and not germinate. So you plonk this into your seed tray. So I'm using some new propagator trays that I brought off of some new little cheap website that I've found. These are propagators with grow lights. Now I've got the grow lights inside because I'm going to be trying them inside because I need a plug. So it comes with a USB cable. Put the lid on, put the grow light insert on top, and then obviously plug it in with the USB cable, and hopefully I will get my seeds germinated quicker. But as I've said, you use this rock wool, and what it does, you can use it instead of using compost. Now these, as I've been told, or as I've seen on a YouTube video, are not compostable. So basically what will happen is the seed will germinate and all the shoots or the roots will germinate through this rock wool, and then you can obviously take them out and pot them on, or I believe you can literally pot them straight into the ground. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I know the roots will come through, so yeah, you should be able to put them straight into the ground, but I'm not sure. I know they're not compostable, so you can't put them in your compost bin. You would have to kind of basically throw them away once you're done with. So while I've been talking to you, I did sum up earlier already, just so I could show you obviously what I've done. I haven't labelled the seed trays yet, but what I'll do is I'll show you. So in here I've got some already done up. As you can see, they're all nice and moist, and in there I have got some radishes. So those propagator trays, if you were to fill them with compost, they have 12 compartments. So I've put in each compartment, I put a total of 12 of the rock wool, and then I've got the radishes or the radish seeds in those 12. So I've done 2 propagator trays. So the radish that I'm doing is radish sparkler. It's got a mild flavour and it's got a crisp flesh. Now in this packet you get approximately 600 seeds. You can sow from March to September, and you can harvest about 4 weeks after sowing. So I'm going to plant now in July, and then once they've germinated and come up and I plant them out, I will be able to harvest them about 4 weeks after sowing. So we're the 25th of July. So it will probably, hopefully, if my new propagator trays with the grow lights work, it'll probably be about 4 weeks from today. But as I say, I'm going to do other stuff as well. So I thought I'd show you the first ones that I'd already put into these rock wool. Completely different, as I've said, to compost. You can, if you have any, put some vermiculite over the top. I haven't got any, so I'm just going to hope where I press them up against the rock wall, the seeds will germinate. I'd say I will need to get some vermiculite at some point, but I'm going to hope they germinate up against the rock wall without any vermiculite over them. And then it's just a case of keeping the seeds or keeping the rock wall moist. So once you've done it first time around, you leave it for a few days, go back, check it. If you start to see the seeds germinate, obviously give them a little bit more spray of water. I've got this little spray bottle which is absolutely perfect, so I've been using that. So I've got another tray ready and made up, ready to go. I'm going to do another tray. I don't think I'm going to have enough rock wool to do the last propagator tray, but we'll see. And as I said, the website that does cheap stuff, I got these from, they were quite cheap off of there. So, you know, the website is called Temo or Timo. It's really cheap. They arrive very quickly after ordering. So these are something new that I'm going to try out. As I said, I saw it on a YouTube channel, so I'm going to give it a try out myself. As I said, I don't think there's enough to do all those propagator trays. So what I might do is fill one of the propagator trays up with soil, or compost, I should say. So what I'll do is I'll get these all put into the cell trays and I'll get the seeds in, and then I'll come back to you in a minute and show you the end product. I'll also show you them hooked up to my new grow lights, and we'll see what happens. So I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Okay guys, there we have it. So I've got four propagator trays which have got the new grow lights in them, and as you can see, I've done 2 trays of radish sparkler, tray of turnips and a tray of pak choy, just to see what they come out like. And I've grown them in the rock wool, or sown them in the rock wool, and we'll see how they get on. But yeah, my new object, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, welcome back guys. As you remember, on Monday I sowed 3 lots of different seeds into my new propagator trays, and I sowed them in the new wool stuff that I purchased. Now I've completely forgotten the name of it, but you'll hear me at the start of the video that I'm uploading. You'll hear the actual name of it. But what I wanted to say guys, I say in these new propagators, these come with grow lights, and I got them off of a website called Timo. 15 quid for 5 propagator trays and the grow lights that come with them. But what I want to show you guys is I'm already getting germination, and this has only been since Tuesday, not Monday. If I said Monday, since Tuesday, when I started the seeds off, and I am really pleased. These are the radishes, and they're starting to germinate all over. At the moment, the turnips aren't germinating, but I think I'm slowly getting some germination off of the pak choy. But as I say, off of the radishes, I'm starting to slowly get that germination, as you can see there. So I am really pleased with that, guys. But hopefully I'll keep checking them, and hopefully I will get some more germination. But as I say, these are new seed trays with grow lights that you plug in. They're doing an amazing job, and I'm really happy with seeing the seeds coming up only after a couple of days. So yeah, really happy with this one, guys, and I will keep you updated. But I will upload this video. I haven't uploaded one for a while, so I think this will be a small one, and I think it's either going to be episode 6 or 7. I can't remember off by hand, but yeah, as I say, the grow lights are in here in my study, and they're doing an amazing job. But I'll come back to you guys soon. Guys. Good afternoon, guys. I've brought you to the side of my plot. So one side of my plot, should I say, sorry. To show you what I've accomplished this morning. So if you remember rightly, I took video footage the other day, and this was all covered over in sort of grass and weeds. So what I've done, completely cleared this, laid some new black sheet down membrane. So that is on the raised bed there, that is on this raised bed here, stopping the weeds from coming up. I know it's deteriorating there, but I've put that black cloth down here, and then I've covered it back up in bark, so it's held down by metal pegs. But fingers crossed, I've sorted that area now, so hopefully shouldn't get any weeds up for a while, because obviously got brand new black cloth down. Hopefully that'll sort the issue. And then I've also cleared a couple of my planters because they were fully overgrown with grass and weeds. So what I'm going to do is they've been cleared out. I will probably fill them back up with compost and plant some new seed bulbs in. I've then got to get to this part of the plot here as well, clear all the weeds here from the raised beds, and then also, as you know, I may have shown you the other day, sort that monstrosity out over in the corner there. So yeah, I've got lots of stuff to get on with. So I won't be sowing too much now. I'll just let what I've got growing carry on, and then get down here, tidy up and see what I can do. But yeah, it's not looking great, guys, but yeah, I definitely need to get down to this bit and fully sort it out.